Hello, my name is Grant Igasani, and here's my audience. All right, let's get it. So let me start with a quick question. If you were a stellar college athlete trying to survive financially, wouldn't you want to monetize off your craft and profession? I'm sure that Reggie Bush and Donald De La Haye Jr. would agree with that statement. But let me take it back a couple years in July. Now, July 1st, 2021, NIL was officially passed and legalized, meaning that students who are college athletes could make money off their name, image, and likeness. That's what NIL stands for. Now, this is great for current college athletes and other college athletes for futures to come. However, for anyone that played college sports from 2020 and before that, they kind of got screwed over. For example, Destroying, aka Donald De La Haye Jr., who is seen right here, he had a YouTube channel and made content off of his name. Essentially, what ended up happening was the NCAA made him pick between his YouTube channel and University of Central Florida. And obviously, well, not obviously, but he picked his YouTube channel, and the University of Central Florida revoked his scholarship, and his NFL dreams were essentially gone. He hasn't really had any opportunities in that aspect. He's played semi-pro, but that's about it. But things are going pretty well with him. He's flourishing. I can't say the same about Reggie Bush, even though he went to the NFL. But Reggie Bush, many of you guys know Reggie Bush. In 2005, he had one of the greatest college football seasons of all time. He ended up winning the Heisman Trophy. Now, the Heisman Trophy is a prestigious college athletic award for football players. They go straight off of how good you are as a player for that season, and he was the best player that year. It wasn't even close. It was unanimous. Now, he ended up getting this stripped. He was stripped from that season, and all of his stats were audited, unfortunately. And according to LA Times, Ryan Karjay stated that Reggie Bush was stripped after a 4-year investigation that found him guilty of taking money from an agent and spending it on luxurious items like limousines leading up to the Heisman Award ceremony. And he also was given a rent-free house in San Diego, which is where he's from, to essentially provide for his family, right? But yeah, essentially he was stripped, and this was super unjust because players now obviously can make millions. You got players coming out of high school with projected net worths of like millions. Usually, like an example would be LeBron James Jr. He's got a high NIL net worth. I digress. So he was stripped, and my whole point now is players that were wrongfully punished and suspended and stripped of things in college athletics should be reimbursed and compensated for the missed opportunities that they had at the time for what is now legal. We'll switch that back. Now, hypothetically, if this were not to pass, nothing would change. The NCAA would essentially go on to make all the money they want off their college players, and all the players now are fine making money. However, Reggie Bush getting his Heisman Trophy back would be the first step. He would be the trailblazer for this cause and this movement, because we all know the NCAA makes a lot of money. In other words, let's go back to 2021, March Madness, they made over $1 billion from TV deals, and that's just from college basketball. Think about how much they made from college football playoffs, women's sports, baseball. They receive a lot of money from television deals and nationally televising their collegiate games. Now, my call to action is a petition. If you can see it, this link on the screen has a petition from change.org. Now you can go on this website and petition and sign it to essentially give Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy back because it was wrongfully taken from him. And this is the first step for change and to get back what a lot of these college athletes were deprived of and lost. Additionally, I left the address for the Heisman Trophy Trust, also their email, and then their phone number at 212-425-7000. This is to get in contact with the Heisman Trophy Trust and just let them know, hey, Reggie Bush was wrongfully stripped of his Heisman Trophy. That trophy goes straight off of merit, and he qualified and he did his thing in 2005. Essentially, the more and more people that do it, the more awareness that will be brought to the Heisman Trophy Trust as well as the NCAA. And that's all we want, because it takes all of us to inspire change. Even like, for example, LA, there's a lot of these hey NCAA, give Reggie back his Heisman, because many people in LA, especially because that's the college you went to, USC, really care about the justice that he deserves. But yeah, essentially, that is it. Go out and inspire change, because it takes all of us. Thank you so much. My name is Granny Usani, and here is my audience one more time. Thank you.